Hello. In this tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to create this scene. Please watch the previous tutorial, because there I made a review of all elements and settings of the project. In this tutorial, we going to look at the camera rig in detail. Open point setup composition. It will be our first step. In this composition, we gonna set pin position, text, and line route. Choose Pin Comp Layer. Go to Effect Control Panel. Here you could change the destination of the pin, size of the pin, and design. The destination has a drop-down menu. In the drop-down menu, you will find a position presets. There are almost all the capitals of each country. For this tutorial, I'm gonna use presets. The first destination will be Sydney, Australia. Let's change pin design. I select the pin, then go to Effect Control Panel and choose the design from drop-down menu. This one is OK. Choose the second pin and change design. The second destination will be placed in the capital of Thailand, Bangkok. Let's choose it from drop-down menu. Also, we want to use a flat line like in the example. Choose the line and enable 2D line, 3D line switch. Put the line under other layers. Because now the line should be under other elements in our composition. We have only 2 pins in our composition. So we need duplicate pins. Choose one of the pins. Go to Edit. Duplicate. Command+D on Mac. Control+D on PC. Then put duplicated pin layer under other pins. Choose the destination. In my case, it will be Beijing, China. Also, we need text for our pin. Choose one of the text layers and duplicate it. Put duplicated text under previous text layers. Go to Effects Control. In Position Control, choose our duplicated pin. As you could see, we need one more line. Let's duplicate the line. Put the line under the previous line. Choose the start position and then choose the end position. Paste your text. Also, we need to change the angle of the text. Go to Effect Control and enable the Angle Control switch. Let's make a preview to see what we got. Now animation of all our elements starts simultaneously. We need those elements to appear one by one according to our preview. Let's set starting points in the timeline. Move the current time indicator forward on the 3rd second. Choose the second text and click on the square bracket on your keyboard. Move the current time indicator forward on the 5th second. Choose the third text and click on the square bracket on your keyboard. Move the current time indicator on the 3rd second. Choose the second pin and hit square bracket on your keyboard. And now the pin starting appear on the 3rd second. Of course, you could move it manually, but this way is much faster. Move the current time indicator forward on the 5th second. Choose the 3rd pin and hit square bracket on your keyboard. The time between our pins will be 2 seconds. Choose the second line and move it on the 3rd second too. Let's make a preview to see what we got. Now our elements appears one by one, that's what we need. The next step is the camera movement. Open Camera Rig Composition. Here we have a camera rig without keyframes. I will explain how it works. The first layer is the resolution control. When you activate draft quality, it makes a resolution lower and allows us to animate your camera faster. So I will activate it. The next layers are movement controllers. We have 10 controllers. The length of the layer is the time from one destination to another. In point of this layer is the start of the movement. I have 3 destinations, so I need 3 or 4 of these layers. That's why I moved other layers forward on the timeline. Let's start with the first layer. It will be used for slow camera movement at the beginning. Stretch it up a bit, then go to Effect Control and choose the position 1. Set a starting position. Also, I'm gonna set a rotation. I just move it back a bit from our destination. Move current time indicator to the end of position 1 to position 2 layer. Then go to Effect Control, choose position 2 and set the second position. I trying to place our text in the center of our composition. Now we got a smooth slow movement. Let's edit a second camera movement. Choose position 2 to position 3 layer. Move it to the end of our first layer. Stretch it up a bit, before the moment when the second text appears. The length of the layer is time duration of the camera movement. Move current time indicator to the end of this layer, the go to Effect Control, and change position. I'm placing the second text in the middle of the frame. Let's make a preview to see what we got. Let's animate movement toward the third destination. Choose position 3 to position 4 layer. Stretch it up a bit, before the moment when the third text appears. The length of the layer is time duration of the camera movement. Move current time indicator to the end of this layer, the go to Effect Control, and change position. Let's make a preview to see what we got. Now we have a basic draft movement and it's okay for the moment. Let's add a depth of field in this scene. Go to the camera control layer and enable depth of field. Move current time indicator to the first frame. Choose position 1 to position 2 layer. Go to Effect Control and choose focal distance position 1. Then set the focus in your destination point. My destination point at the beginning of Australia. Maybe you couldn't see this because of the resolution, but you need to find the sharp section on your map. And move this sharp section to the destination point. Now my first destination in focus. Let's set focus point to other destinations. I was lucky. The other destinations in focus too. But if your destinations are out of focus, just fix it the same way as you set the position and rotation before. Also, I want to increase a blur to get a more cinematic look. But there is the one thing that you need to know about the depth of field in After Effects. The higher the blur and aperture numbers, the longer the render. If you want to get shallow depth of field, the render time increases 2 or 3 times. Let's make a preview to see what we got. Let's create a smooth motion because at the moment it doesn't. Choose position 1 to position 2 layer and stretch it up the same way as I do. One above another. Choose position 2 to position 3 layer and stretch it up too. Do the same with the next layer. Let's make a preview to see what we got. Not bad, but we could do it even smoother. Let's make a preview to see what we got. I like it because it's not so robotic anymore. But I want a bit slow it down in the end. So I need to stretch up a bit layer position 3 to position 4. Also, I want to add some rotation in the end. Let's make a preview to see what we got. Go back to resolution control and disable draft quality. The next step is the most interesting part of the tutorial. Open Map Design Composition. Here you could change colors and set the look of your map. Let's watch color presets. Choose the map design layer. And change settings as you want. Here you could customize it a bit. I like this one. The next step is rendering. Open 720p composition and make the preview. 720p will be enough for draft preview. The preview render takes a few minutes. Here is the result of the tutorial. I hope you like this tutorial. Thanks for watching.